You starting to ask me a question about Jesus, and I was like, I should probably hit record before you do that.
Okay.
But you
So we were just talking about no shirt, no shoes, no service.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How do you think about it? So Jesus comes back today, right? The Son of God comes back exactly how he left. So he comes back comes off the cross. He's just wearing
off the cross.
Comes off the cross.
That's what Chris stopped reading.
Jesus off the cross.
Ah, he's dead. Fuck this. He threw the book.
No, you gotta stand in the end. They put him in a cave.
It's cool. Nah. He flies in the end. He flies. There's a whole flying scene. He flies for his friends.
He believes in himself and he flies. So
he walks in.
He walks in anywhere. A&S Pork Store. Like any. Okay, so a guy who looks like that, right?
I feel like A&S Pork. I mean, if you're going Staten Island, like A&S Pork Store, Top Tomato. The irony is all these guys who have like Jesus tattoos with the crown of thorns, bleeding and everything else. If a guy who really looked like Jesus walked in, dressed like
got no shirt, no shoes,
they'd beat the fuck out of him. They'd beat him up. They'd kick him out. It's
like the scene from Bronx Tale. They lock the door. It's like, now you just can't leave.
First of all, I mean, not for his time, I don't think this was an issue, but like Jesus smelled, right?
He had to. Everybody smelled. Just
he's walking around the desert.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, I don't know, making fish appear. Like, hey, the guy's... It's gotta
Listen, be... I'm not saying nothing. I'm not trying to, say nothing here, but I seen when he was aborted, it was like next to a donkey and a goat. Like, that smells real bad. That's a stinky kid. That stinky kid's going to grow up stinky his whole life. I think there might have been a camel there. I don't know. It was wild.
There was a camel that, I got the whole...
There's three. Those guys rode in on them.
Yeah, I know. I got the whole play set. We put it out every Christmas. We got a camel. We got a donkey.
I wish I kept my mom threw all mine out.
Oh, she did?
Yeah,
You're too old for
worth a lot of money. Yours worth a lot of money, I bet. I ain't got one no more.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, she threw out all my Star Wars, my starting lineup. Figures.
Well, that's what you get for keeping the starting lineup figures in the major. I told you. It was a bad idea.
Baby Barkley.
Starting lineup.
It's a special time of year.
Man, if we had our starting lineups now,
man.
we'd be set.
Oh, we'd be rolling in dough.
My Danny Tartable's at the bottom of a landfill somewhere.
Poor guy.
That's where our sports knowledge peaked. Was when they had action figures. We knew more names. Those are the ones I knew.
That's it.
Starting lineup. Yeah, man. Jesus, I think you smell him as soon as he comes in.
These guys look at him. He's not getting service. He's getting thrown out the door.
Yeah. Well, it's sad, but you know what, man? There's no place for Jesus today. I was wondering this, and this people who are we have people who are religious who listen. We have people who are Christians and or maybe used to be and were schooled in it. I actually don't know. As Catholic as I was saying the whole birth of Christ, like when they're like ending up in the manger, like they're like looking for a place and everything. Like what was going on? Like, was Joseph that bad of a carpenter? Did they not have their own place? Like, she's like 9 months pregnant, and they're just like riding around looking for a fucking barn to have a baby in.
Yeah, I don't know.
And why was that even, like, at that point, I think it's probably cleaner to just do it outside the barn. I know it's a barn, I'm calling it a barn. But in the manger,
Yeah.
well, it's a different time, right? You got dinosaurs running around and shit. You gotta be careful. You can't.
Yeah, it's scary. You get scorpions. You got mummy clouds. You know that cloud, and you see the mummy's face.
Yep.
You got those rolling around.
That's really scary. Hey, a mummy thing today. I watched the first Transformers Rescue Bots, and now there's Rescue Bots Academy. Like my kid's all into Transformers, so we watch.
Does it have Steve Gutenbot in it?
Yes, it does.
Oh man, I want to see Steve Gutenbot in the worst way.
Mahoneytron, and
oh, that
Tacklebot.
Tacklebot. Free scumbag.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. The woman who played Lieutenant Hooks. I don't remember her name. I remember her character, Hooks.
The woman.
She would talk like this and then, but then she'd get mad. She'd be like, "Hey, back up, motherfucker!" Like,
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Oh my god." That some shit like that.
I'm sorry. I was upset when you sent me a message about that.
Yeah, I sent you that article.
Got lost. A little lost in the news, that one.
Yeah, you know. Well, she wasn't loud to begin with, you know. Just
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Who knew? Squeak.
I hope the text on her tombstone starts off in like a size 6 font and then
ends in 96.
Yeah. Just motherfucker and like a huge font.
Freeze, motherfucker.
Well, listen, the Transformers thing I wanted to tell you was the first episode. There's like a fire at a museum and the Transformers go to like save the day. And one of the Transformers comes out with, he's got 2 mummies, but they're like wrapped, not like monster movie, but like, you know, like real. They're in his arms and he's just like, these humans were not responding. And it's like a joke. But I'm like, he's holding 2 dead bodies.
Yeah.
It's like the first episode of a Transformers cartoon. And Ben went like right over his head because it didn't like. But isn't that a very weird, dark thing to put in?
It's very dark.
Oh, it made me laugh. Yeah, he says it to like a cop, and the cop's just like, he's like, yeah, I don't think they're going to. And it just never, they just move on from that.
That's really weird.
Really strange, man.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it. I'm like, you know. We need more dead bodies in these kids.
I'm proud of them. I'm proud because you know what? Kudos to them because they really could have just went with like a mannequin or something in the museum, just something that's wearing like the clothes of Pharaoh or something like that. Yeah. And they went with the mummy. Good for them.
And they went with 2. 2.
They didn't even go for
he had one. No, he had one
for 2.
It's like, is this weird? And you're like, yeah, nah. You know what? Yeah. Fuck it. Give him another one. That's probably somebody going like, make it 2 mummies, and that way you can cut it down to just 1.
I was just saying, I heard it was originally 5 they asked for.
Yeah, he kicked a few down the steps of the museum. He's just like rolling them with his feet. These humans are lazy. He's just throwing bodies out of the museum.
He bites one like a Slim Jim.
Just a cloud of dust. Joan Bergio told me about something that we should go visit. Talking about dead bodies and tombstones and all that stuff.
Oh yeah?
Not far from the mailroom wing of Slap Studios.
Uh-huh.
Guess who's buried around that area? You're not gonna guess. Dudley Moore.
What?
We can go visit the grave of Dudley Moore.
Oh my God, Arthur himself?
Arthur himself.
Wow.
And Bergio was watching Arthur, really liked it, was Googling stuff about him, and then And then he contacted me. He's like, "Do you have any? Did you know that this is where he's like that he's buried?" Yeah, he ended up like around here, like later in life.
Wow.
And his tombstone has a picture of him playing a grand piano on it,
No
and he's actually
way.
listed. It has like musician actors, but it has musician first. And apparently, he was like a really accomplished like piano player.
Really?
Had no idea, but also like I would assume that's his like dying wish. And I'm like, oh, a guy that I think of as like he's an actor. He's like Dudley Moore. It was like musician first.
Yeah.
And him playing a piano. There's an image of him playing a piano on the tombstone.
If I think of Dudley Moore and music, I think of that awesome Christopher Cross song from Arthur. When you get caught between the moon and New York City.
Oh, yes. Dude, I haven't seen Arthur in at least, I said to like at least 20
years. It's been forever too. But like that song, that's iconic. Just yeah, like that. But if I think of Dudley Moore and music, I automatically think of Christopher Cross, who's probably just standing at Dudley Moore's grave with a can or like an open piano box, open guitar box, or he's got a grand piano box. He's right next to him. Right next to Dudley Moore's tiny grave.
He's got a grand piano on the stone.
Yeah.
And he was buried in the piano. He was a baby grand. He was a little guy.
You are listening to the Super Live Adventure Podcast. I am Chris Arantino.
I am John Saluga. We're hanging out in our separate wings of Slap Studios.
Yeah, once again.
Over Zoom. It's Inauguration Day. That's when we're recording this.
That's right.
And so far, so good.
So far, so good. We were going to record earlier, like Friday night.
We tried. We were set up. We had the equipment. We were going for it.
Just we had to wait until today, or at least today, or the next day. We chose today to at least get it out of our system because
we couldn't.
We were on edge.
We couldn't talk about anything else.
You didn't
and
want
then
to
we
hear
weren't
it.
funny. And you know the previous episode, Chris and I were still kind of riding some anger, and that was good. And then a week after that, I think a lot of people, especially here in the States, just felt like they had just been beaten up.
Yeah, and also that feeling of waiting for that other shoe to drop. You're like, it's going to happen. I'm going to wake up and hear some real crazy happen, or...
Yeah, I know.
And just that feeling. And we were like, you know what? And honestly, man, there's a lot of talk about, like, on Inauguration Day, like, there might have been some shit going down all across the fucking country.
There are still...
Thankfully, there wasn't.
There are still people who want civil war and all that, and but...
I mean, it's 2 hours left. Right now, it's 9:58. It's only 2 hours left. Something could happen.
But Biden is president.
And there's different time zones to account for as well.
Ooh, what is that? All right.
Something could happen. It's still... I hope not.
I hope not. Hey, man, these people aren't going away. There are things that are going to happen, but I'm glad today went as smoothly as it could. I don't know. I think history, and I think the rest of the world, I think everybody sees it for what it is. We just live in this crazy place where there's still about half the country. Well, I don't know. He lost people. He didn't gain anybody. I'll tell you that.
No, but he definitely lost people. But you're right. Like, you know what? Think about, like, 100 years in the future, and you're reading about presidents throughout the years, and one guy is like, this guy was impeached twice, blamed for starting this riot thing, separated, like, thousands of families from their children, and they're lost in these systems.
Yeah,
and
befriended dictators, ruined relationships with allies, botched a pandemic, paid off a porn star to
lied about the fucking not knowing about a pandemic and not protecting his country.
Yeah.
Lied about.
Found out about Russian interference with an election. Found out about Russians putting out bounties on American soldiers overseas. Did nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just time and time again, and really just pushing a lot of people who. There's a lot of mental illness in the world. There's a lot in this country, and I think a lot of people are worse off than they were 4 years ago mentally.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about his base and people on both sides. There were families torn apart because of this dude. He got elected.
Yeah,
one of the first things that happened when he won was I stopped talking to a couple family members. There was a fight right at the beginning.
As family, I don't talk. Hey, listen, I bet everybody who listens, I bet 90% of you feel the same way we do. And you have lost family members. I bet also, if you're on that other side, you probably lost family members too, because it just stands to reason.
Yeah.
If I lost you, you lost us.
Hey, the thing they were mad at me, I because at the start of it, I was one of the things I was saying is that he's going to empower these white supremacists, and what he's doing is fucking dangerous. That was a thing I said 4 years ago to my family, and they were very upset about what I was saying to them and posting online. And then, I mean, I don't know, man. My tombstone, it's a running joke in my house. Just, I told you so. I've told you that before. I think I've said it on here when I'm dead.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, I told you so. That's it. And that's the thing in my house, man. When something happens, when my wife is like, oh my God, they're raiding the Capitol. And I'm like, when I die, and she's like, I know. That's it. I don't have to say I don't say I told you so. I yell when I die, and she cuts me off and goes, I know.
Yeah.
Because that's, well, hey, it's a good day.
I'll ring a bell to that. I'll have a drink to that. What do you got over there?
Right now I'm drinking seltzer, and that's what I started saying before when you were asking me, and then because I don't know, this is a LaCroix.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's like a fruit flavored one, but I don't know what this fruit is. Can you read that? Maybe you know what this is.
Oh, Padme Moose.
Pamplemousse. Pamplemousse. I don't know what it is. I put it in my body. And it says, on the bottom, it says 0 calories, 0 sweetener, 0 sodium equals innocent! Exclamation point.
Okay.
That makes me, I don't trust that.
Yeah. Innocent?
Innocent. Like, really? What's pamplemousse? We just trust
It's definitely a made-up thing. It's like something you lick on the walls at Willy Wonka's place. It's a made-up fucking flavor.
It smells like a grapefruit.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Maybe it is. Let me see. Pamplemousse. Hey.
No, fuck out of here with that.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, fuck you. You know what it is? It's a grapefruit.
What?
They're just using a different word for it. Oh, and here's the first one is, why is grapefruit called pamplemousse? And it's like it comes from the Dutch word for grapefruit. And then what is pamplemousse LaCroix is the second one.
Okay. Grapefruit salsa.
Is pamplemousse the same as... Oh, it's a type of fruit that may grow as large as a foot in diameter and is the largest citrus fruit. It is closely related to the grapefruit, but it is a bit less juicy, less bitter, and is sweeter.
Oh.
There you go. Is that the same as like a pomelo?
It sounds like something I'd really enjoy, because grapefruit is usually too bitter and too juicy.
And too small.
And that's how we feel about grapefruits on the Super Life Adventure Podcast.
Well, I finished my pamplemousse LaCroix. And now I'm gonna knock off a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Enjoy, my friend.
How's that?
I like that.
This bottle, this was a Christmas present that's almost empty, and that says a lot about how I've been feeling. I tweeted today. It's obviously I'm like trying to joke, but it came from a real place where I was just like something along the lines of like, we can all try those New Year's resolutions now, like we can all attempt it now. But really, I didn't even bother to, because it's usually like, I'm gonna eat better, I'm gonna sleep better. You know what I mean? I'm only gonna drink weekends when I do the show. Blah, blah. That. All of that has been out the window. It's been a really unhealthy 2 weeks for me.
I didn't make a resolution.
I haven't yet. I don't know
felt
what
no need to.
I normally do.
There's an expiration on that motherfucker. You can't
I can do whatever I want. I can set goals for it's nice to set goals for yourself, but I was just
no, you can't. After January, you can't.
Well,
That's how that works.
If I had anything close to it, when Christine was kind of asking, like, do you have one? I was just like, just to get through one more year. 2021 is not going to be like a good year. It's better. We're on the way, but it's all like,
we'll be all right. Listen, St. Patrick's Day, you're going to play the song. You're going to save the cheerleader. You're going to save the world.
But I can't save the stars of Police Academy that we've lost, Chris.
You can still save the ones we have. You can hold on to what we have starting in March. I say starting March, no one from Police Academy will ever die. That's even is Commandant Lassard still alive? No way, right? He definitely died.
He died.
We talked about it. Yeah, he died.
Yeah, okay. He died. And the goldfish died because he died. He had a heart attack and dropped the bowl.
Dropped the bowl and then they're buried together. So I didn't even get into what I'm doing over here. I am smoking a pre-rolled from the INSA dispensary in Massachusetts, Ecto Cooler. That's the strain I'm smoking, an Ecto Cooler joint. And I'm drinking expired Ecto Cooler and Tito's vodka, the Experito Tito.
Oh.
And
Experito.
Ectito.
Botulism. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. And the guy just goes, no mas. And I'm like, bring it to me. No mas, senor. No. No, senor Chris. Bring it to me. Put it here. On the table. Don't you walk away from me again, Benny. Senor Chris, he got loco.
How old is the Ecto Cooler now? Do you know? Do you have the can?
Expired.
Oh, this is my 80s batch.
Yeah.
I forgot I buried some near the tree out back.
Yeah. I didn't even get into the 2016 batch yet. No, this is expired in February 2017.
I can't.
So it's almost 4-year-old.
How much is left?
A lot, John. A lot.
New listeners might not know. Right. Chris has there's like a pantry, but it's just.
I have a bunker.
He has an
Ecto Cooler bunker. You want to come to the Ecto bunker? I got ectoplasm for days.
He's got a big storage unit in the basement.
I'm also drinking a Miller High Life because you know what, John? I'm back in the High Life again. Like Steve Winwood.
Well, I'm making fun of you, but like, look, man, I got a Pamplemousse LaCroix and Jack Dan. You're winning tonight, man. Anybody listening wants to go to your house and try some of that. The vodka kills all the evil.
Oh, the vodka, yeah, the vodka it cleanses it. It's the alcohol. It kills the bacteria that made it old.
Yeah,
Now,
the bacteria that made it old. Do you do a smell check? Do you do like a quiff? Do you do a little sniff?
nah, because I know what Ecto Cooler smells like. I don't even gotta. I already know what it smells like. Don't worry.
Well, you're proving what a lot of people say, man, is like expiration dates. A lot of them are bullshit.
Yeah.
It's got to be a lot of it's. There's two reasons, right? Like one, there's like the business side of it where it's just like getting people to just stock up on a thing.
Yeah.
But it's also so much of it, I think, is just everybody's afraid of lawsuits with everything. So like slap a date on it because at some point it's too old.
You gotta.
It's hard to like what scientist is like when you come up with like, you make Ecto Cooler and it's like, we can't release this to the public until we've kept it in a can for 10 years.
Yeah, to see if it mutates.
I mean, there's got to be some. I obviously I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but like I don't know what the process is for like determining an expiration date.
There's so many subtle levels. It's not so black or white. Think of it this way, like this is my level of expiration. Like at the top, you got like chicken and beef, so like meat that's sitting out, and then below that you got like leftovers that are sitting out. Then below that you got like canned soups and stuff like that. And then below that it's like sodas and stuff. And then it's like stuff like that's where Ecto Cooler falls in, where it's like it doesn't really go bad. It's just,
I guess but the fact that it's like it does have some juice in it.
10%, I think.
That's all it takes.
I'm willing, but what is it? It's just going to turn to wine anyway. And I'm mixing it with vodka, so who gives a hoot?
Well, maybe it depends on kind of. Listen, you can even with alcohol, you got to be careful. There's good and there's bad. You got to be careful. My uncle told me about like the pumpkin water, you hollow out a pumpkin, you fill it with water, you let it sit out in the sun for a while, and then they'd go drink that. Like,
yeah,
they got real drunk. It's making almost like a moonshine, but like, if you got the wrong stuff in there, you could kill yourself.
It's only 10%.
Hey man, live your life. I'm not gonna take your Ecto Cooler away.
Don't you dare come take my Ecto Cooler away.
If Ecto Cooler comes back, I bet there's a warehouse full of brand new Ecto Cooler that was supposed to get released this summer and they had to hold off on it. You think it's gonna come back? It'll come back again.
Yeah.
How do you ever put a Ghostbusters movie out without re-releasing Ecto Cooler?
It's a moneymaker. I have a bunker full of Ecto Cooler. It's a moneymaker.
And a bathtub full of McRibs. Guys, Chris's house. Chris's house is the best.
This is where you want to be.
It's the best.
This is where, this is now the location of the headquarters of the Foot Clan.
Yeah.
This is the cool place to be. Let me tell you. You want a Rufio half pipe? The skateboard, dippity up in the top. It's everything. Anything you want to do. Funtendo 3s.
You know what's great about Funtendo? You could, I don't think they could sue you if you put out a fun. You and I will never be billionaires, and the thing that sucks the most about that isn't that I want to be rich. It's that I want to be so rich that, when we have an idea on this show, we just have a team. We're like, hey, knock off Nintendos. Call them Funtendo.
Yeah.
Bring a lawyer and make sure we don't get sued. Just to have it on the shelf. Just because I want it on the shelf.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to get to some business? We got some business, man. We got a sponsor we got to talk about here. We got a sponsor I want to talk about because some people might, if you follow us on social media, we had a giveaway recently. We were giving away new Super Live Adventure Podcast logo pins. Mm-hmm. Really beautiful enamel pins made by Noice Pins. Those are available for sale. There's an Etsy shop. You should also be following Noice Pins. That's Noice on Instagram because they post pictures of their inventory all the time. And actually, they also share a lot of just stuff from that whole pin community. There's so many like cool things out there. But some listeners already went to Noice Pins
put
to
us
get
on to so many people. Like we've met so many people in the pin community. It's really cool.
It's really cool. It's a really good group.
Listen and stuff.
And everything Noice has is really cool. And people have reached out to us already and sent us pictures. They bought pins. And of course, once they went there, they didn't just get Super Live Adventure. They got other stuff because really cool selection of things. People should check that out, man. They're really, really incredible. There's gonna be something. There's gonna be an additional pin for members of the Li'l Chub Club at some point.
Wink, wink.
That is an exclusive thing for members of our Patreon group, patreon.com/
That's right.
Super Live Adventure. We'll tease.
That's true. That's gonna be a really cool thing. To give to the Chubs.
I'm excited. So check out Noice Pins. What is that? Etsy.com/shop/Noice Pins?
I believe so, but if you just go to the Etsy app, you just put in Noice Pins.
Noice. They come up immediately.
Right there.
Yeah, check them out. Oh. Dude, hold on one second.
Yeah. Go take care of it. Yeah.
Hey. What's up? No.
John! Oh, God, no! No! John! No! Cut the recording! Cut it!
All right.
Yeah.
We are back.
Yeah, we are.
It is a little more than 24 hours later at this point. It is Thursday, January 21st.
Yeah.
And a lot went down.
I can't believe what the last day has turned into.
Yeah. Started out good. I was having a good time with you.
Yeah. It was a good day in general for our country.
My mother-in-law comes over. She helps with the kids, and she will sometimes spend the night so that she's there in the morning the next day, which is great. Some extra help, and she was with the kids all day, and asked,
rough.
She decided she wanted to sleep over, and I was podcasting. I said, "Do you want me to move the podcast?" I said, and she goes, "No, it's fine." I said, "All right, we're gonna be going until about 11." She's like, "That's fine." And before it was not 11 o'clock yet.
No. It was probably around 10:15.
She came down into the studio. There's a couch down here where she sleeps when she sleeps over.
Yeah, that's her couch. I know.
And she just kind of came down with this look on her face like she was done. And obviously we're in the middle of recording, and I said, I was like, I just need it. 11 o'clock, and
you cleared it with her,
dude. That's when she just started. I don't know how much you were able to see.
I saw the whole thing.
Yeah, I guess most of the room is on where I sit. Most of the room is on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just started really going for stuff in the studio. I think just got so mad at this podcast really that she just started.
It's
trashing the place.
It's a mess. It's a fucking mess.
Yeah, dude. I still have a lot of cleaning up to do, but
she really tore through Slap Studios, New Jersey, like a wild animal.
It's yeah. I'm sorry. It was a lot. It was a lot. I was shaken because I didn't expect it, And
I didn't know what to do. I'm just watching it like in horror.
yeah, it's something that it's definitely gonna haunt my dreams for a while. You know.
I don't blame you. It got a little violent. I saw you getting thrown around a little.
Yeah, but that's listen. We still have we still have a podcast to do. We still have a responsibility.
You okay though?
Yeah, we gotta listen. We just gotta get through it. I don't know what happens after this, but
this is a stain on this podcast. That night is a terrible stain on the run of this podcast.
By the way, this podcast is brought to you by eggdumpsoup.com.
Eggdumpsoup.com!
Go to eggdumpsoup.com for all the eggdumpsoup.com you want, man. They got a new deal. Right. Tell about it, Chris.
Lifetime supply of egg dump soup available in all 50 states right now.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you go to the website in any state in this country and type in eggdumpsoup.com, it'll take you right to eggdumpsoup.com. That's where you go for a lifetime supply of egg dump soup.
You could dunk it, you could chunk it, you could even gunk it. It's eggdumpsoup.com. Whoop, whoop.
I'm sorry, man.
Excuse me.
It was a lot. And thankfully, most of the things I cherish are intact. She did go straight for the Grambo poster at one point.
Yeah, I was watching that whole thing go down. That's when it really took a weird turn. She was, I saw she was grabbing the Grambo poster off the wall, and then like something was going on, and I believe she had a taser tucked into the waistband of her sweatpants, and she tasered her own vagina. That's when she started going down.
She stumbled to the couch where she collapsed in the dark, and immediately just started snoring.
Yeah, like a bear that just got shot full of tranq darts.
Yeah. Anyway, we gotta we should dedicate this episode, man.
That's right.
We got a new member of the Li'l Chub Club.
Yes. Thank you for joining the Li'l Chub Club.
Oh, we love our little chubs here at the Li'l Chub Club.
We get it thick just for you.
Oh, I love a new chub. Come here, little chub.
Oh, come sit on my lap, little chub. Tell me what you want for chub.
You're welcome on my lap now. You're in the club. The club's allowed on my lap.
The whole club on my lap. It's a lap slap.
Welcome to the Li'l Chub Club. Chris, how do you think we say his name? I don't know. Servan Donaldson.
He's
Servan.
a good dude.
Servan.
You think Servan?
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go Servan now, everyone.
Everybody's learning now. Come on in.
Donaldson with me.
Come on now, Donaldson with me.
It makes me think Servan makes me think of Van Surfing, like something the Teen Wolf would do.
Yeah. There you go. That's Servan Safari right there.
Servan Safari. I say we call him Styles. He drives the surfing van bus.
All right. Styles it is.
It's better than Boof.
Hey, if you are a listener and you're interested in becoming a member of the Li'l Chub Club, you can support the show for little as $1 a month.
Do you two want a nickname?
We'll give you a nickname for $1. I'm sorry. I'm still How are you? I'm not even asking how you are. I mean, I know, like, this is slaps. This is an attack on the show. It was an attack on the podcast. It was an attack on...
sat here. I saw the whole thing. I've washed my eyes out 3 times since.
This episode is going up late. There's no... It is the next day. People can hear... Chris, by the way, he smoked a joint and was drinking. It was Ecto Cooler night over there. He was feeling good. He was feeling happy.
I was going nuts. I was drinking the Ecto Cooler. I was smoking the Ecto Cooler. I lost my mind. Man, that fucking weed hit me like a ton of bricks. Man, that's some shit.
And then everything came to a halt. But we're okay.
By the way, speaking of drinking, I'm back in the high life again. Miller High Life.
I finished my bottle of Jack Daniels. It was a tough night, man. Rough night, rough day. And now I'm drinking some Polar 100% natural seltzer. I'll ring a bell for the whiskey I drank. I was drinking at the start of this.
I mean, this Miller High Life is really the only thing getting me through after the horror I witnessed. I saw she was like a crazy person.
Yeah, there was just a look in her eyes that freaked me out, and I'm glad that Schmicurity. Oh my God! You know what? Raise a glass to Schmicurity.
This is the Schmicurity.
Kept me safe. Responded immediately. Ultimately, he was the one to clear the area once she woke up. And he really.
Oh God, we're gonna get into it, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna have. You know what? Hey, maybe before we do that, how about we say a very special happy birthday?
Oh,
we got some positive news. We got a birthday coming up, man.
The quietest chub.
The quietest chub in the Li'l Chub Club has a birthday.
Shh! Hey, shh, everybody. The quietest chub has a birthday.
She does. You wouldn't know it. She wouldn't tell you.
She's just squeaking on by.
She's not gonna. But it's her birthday. And she's the quietest chub. And we love her. And, you know, she sent us a message back on the around the time we hit the 300th episode.
Yeah.
Really meant a lot to us, and we never shared it, and we were thinking it might be nice to share that message tonight, right?
Yeah, go for it.
Hi, guys. I realize it probably seems a lifetime ago, but I finally caught up, so congrats on 300 episodes. I am probably the quietest Li'l Chub. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to say thank you for all the episodes. You guys never fail to make me laugh, and it has been great to have your company through lockdown. I look forward to your triumphant return and the many new episodes to come, Michelle. So, Michelle, I'm sorry we're sharing that late. And actually, I'm not even sure if you wanted us to share, but that was that was really nice. That came at a good time for me. I remember that really picked us up because it was not
that was real sweet.
Not an easy year, and thank you for that. Thank you for listening. We love you.
Thank you, and once again, happy birthday to the quietest Li'l Chub, Michelle. Michelle says the secret to staying quiet is holding in farts until they become really smelly burps. Happy 1057th birthday from Schmuckers. With a name like Schmuckers, it's gotta be quiet.
There's no good way to segue into this, or no easy way to say this.
Yeah, this is rough.
Schmutler, the butler, did not survive the attack.
No,
last night.
That's a big blow to us over here at Slap Studios.
Yeah, longtime listeners may remember we've talked about Schmutler. Schmutler's called in before.
Schmutler was in the basement for a long time.
Yeah, and we found him this morning. I think in all the confusion when Schmicurity rushed me out, we must have just ran right past him, maybe right over him. I mean, he was
Schmicurity did a great job.
Unbelievable
by the way.
job. We above and beyond. Chris and I, we said, his just so heroic.
Mm-hmm. Brave young man.
Just really handled everything amazingly, and I don't know if I'd still be here if it weren't for him. And Chris and I said that we felt he deserved a promotion.
Yeah, a big promotion.
Yeah,
real big promotion. He's now going to be promoted to Schmargent. So he's Schmargent.
Yeah, he's Schmargent.
Schmargent Schmicurity.
Yeah, well deserved. Congratulations, Schmargent Schmicurity.
Schmargent Schmicurity.
Protector of Slap Studios.
Mm-hmm.
But I back to business, man. It's a sad day over here. Schmuck the cook actually found him.
Yeah, she took it the worst.
Yeah, she's taking the day. She was really upset. Apparently those two were close.
They used to fuck. They definitely fucked.
Yeah.
They definitely fucked. I've heard them fucking in the bathroom, in the pantry. They used to fuck.
Yeah. Let's not get into that stuff right now. You know what I mean?
Let's keep going.
We got stuff to do. We got voicemails, I think. We should get to those. We definitely had one came in before the attack, and then a bunch that came in after. So
yeah.
Let's get to that. RoboGale, can we play the voicemails?
Let's sniff this week's voicemails.
Hey guys, it's Pete King, the Candle King of Chicago.
Hey.
So I've been going back and listening to pretty much every podcast since the very beginning because I just have too much free time. I just finished listening to episode 217, the one where Ezra and Laura show up and Sarah's there as well. So the question I have is, Chris, with you being so, for lack of better words, butthurt about John being able to finish that 5-pound burrito, has there ever been a rematch? If there hasn't, I think I speak for every little chub when I say there should be a rematch. Talk to you guys later. Fit it where you shouldn't.
Wow. So Pete's talking about the time I ate this burrito in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And you couldn't finish yours, and you got really angry and spent really the rest of the vacation out eating me, and I wasn't even trying to compete with you anymore.
I was rubbing it in your face, Aluga.
Pete, I mean, listen, if and when Chris and I, if we ever end up back in San Francisco, 100% we're going to do that.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I'll take you up on it.
Yeah.
I'll take you right up on it.
And it wasn't, for the record, we didn't sit down like we were going to do something competitive. We just went to get burritos, and I finished mine, and Chris got upset.
How dare you?
That's so funny, man. That was a good burrito.
Yeah, it was a good burrito.
Hi, I'm Minton the Antone. Hi, I'm Minton the Antone. This message is to say goodbye. Just butler to butler.
Oh.
He poops at me. He fouls at me. He does so much silly things. He throws moons at me.
Oh my
and he
God.
throws clovers at me. And he throws pillows at me a bunch
not so
of
bad.
times. Did you mention he throws toilets at me? He throws everything at me, even tweets. He even throws those at me. And then
Well, I'm glad he's gone then.
Bye-bye.
No. Schmintern the intern, I hope you're okay.
I didn't know he abused you like that.
I
That's
didn't
terrible.
know that.
I didn't know that. I'm glad. You know what? Now I'm not so. I don't feel so bad.
Yeah, I don't want any of the interns to have a hard time, especially Schmintern. Schmintern, I'm glad you're okay. I'm sure that was scary for you too yesterday.
Listen, we all didn't know that he had a throwing problem. If we would have known, we would have got him the right help.
Yeah, in the future, please bring anything like that to our attention. You know.
Yeah, or it's if you'd like any kind of a class action lawsuit going against the estate of Schmutler, contact our attorneys.
The law offices.
Patches
and Duddy.
And Duddy.
Yeah, they'll represent you.
They'll totally take your case.
If it comes to that. I mean, swing by Human Resources next time you come in and just, like, talk it out, let them know what happened. We got another call.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Gene. Just calling in to say sorry to hear about the loss of Schmutler. And
thank you.
Also, a couple episodes ago, Chris mentioned Sensitive Chris. You know what? I'm fucking sick and tired of Sensitive Chris, and I want to hear Sensitive Batman. So can we fucking finally get to it? Jesus Christ. This is why I should have been elected. You guys, I don't know. All right. I'll see you later. Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye, Gene.
Oh, man.
Thanks for calling, man. Yeah, I'd like to know about Sensitive Batman, too. I don't think this is the episode for it, obviously.
No, a man died. No matter how I feel about him in light of recent events, he still was our butler.
And it was an attack on the studio. It was an attack on this podcast. You know what I mean? It was this podcast was I mean, we were in the middle of recording and the podcast came to a halt. You know, like that's
it was a siege on the studios. It was the death of Schmutler.
Yeah. Yeah. And I want to hear Sensitive Batman too, buddy, but maybe next week, seriously, because I want to hear the story. I'm not.
Yeah, we got to keep it moving.
Hey guys, it's Ryan. Today at work, the day started out really good. I found out that I am the 2020 Employee of the Year.
Hey.
And yeah, that was great. And I was surprised, but then I hear about Schmutler.
Oh.
And yeah, none of that shit matters. I don't even know what to say. I mean, I feel like I didn't even really get to know Schmutler. I mean, well, I didn't. I mean, I know absolutely nothing about him, really. But it just rocked me to my core, man. Schmutler. Sweet, sweet Schmutler.
Oh, man.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Schmutler isn't, though. What? Okay. I'll get back in my car. Oh, Schmutler. If I could turn back time, if I could find no way. All right. We'll get through this. All right. Fit it where you should it.
Fit it where you should it, man. We're going to get through it together, buddy. We're going to get through it, man. Oh, God. All right. We got a call from Jake.
Hi, guys. It's Jake. It's 3 a.m. And so I called in a noise complaint yesterday. It's been going on for a very long time in the apartment downstairs. Instead, I got a call from a very nice officer to inform me that there's been an illegal strip club and or brothel downstairs in my apartment building since at least January 1st. At least. It's probably been longer. Multiple people
Yeah, the Christmas rush at least.
Arrested with firearms, and 2 lovely ladies were drug out apparently while getting ready for their night's performance. Weird night, guys. I needed to share this with somebody, and it's like 3 a.m. I woke up my wife. But yeah, cops raided my apartment building.
Oh my God.
Said it where you should it.
Did we shit it? What a night.
You should it.
I woke my wife up to tell her what her mom did.
You know what, Jake? Think of it. Think of it this way. I know it's crazy. It's a crazy way to think of this, but it's the closest you'll ever feel to have been somebody that lived in Dana Barrett's apartment building. Like, some crazy shit happened one night. Like, and entities had to get dragged out of that place by cops.
All right.
Ghost
All right.
cops.
I like your take on it. I'd be a little upset that about not knowing.
I'd be upset, like,
you could go down in your pajamas. It'd be cool if, you know what I mean? Like,
you can see a hooker. I see one.
I see one.
I see one. I'm gonna go jerk off. I saw a hooker today.
Well, Jake, well, you're probably feeling like me. I hope you get some sleep tonight.
Dude,
We're all sleep deprived. This was a rough week, but yeah, thanks for sharing, man. Incredible.
Gentlemen, this is a 2-part question. Part 1, where is Schmuck the Cuck? Part 2, is Schmuck's wife hot? Because I'd like to get in on some of that action, you know? Fit it where you should it.
All right, so not Schmuck the cook, who we talked about.
No, Schmuck. I think Schmuck the Cuck was. I think when Schmuck called in, I thought Schmuck was saying Schmuck the Cuck.
We heard
Schmuck has an English accent.
Yeah, we that first call we heard it wrong.
So I made a joke about a Schmuck the Cuck.
Meanwhile, it was our own cook, Schmuck the cook, calling from the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for asking, but yeah, Schmuck the cook's not a real person.
No, I'm sorry. That was just a joke first.
But
all the other people are real. All the other ones are real, and one of them's dead. Now.
Attention all chubs. Incoming transmission begins. Now. We are James. Jovian actuated man, Ecto series. News of the death of famed butling master Schmutler the butler has reached us. He was a wise and knowing man who will be remembered alongside history's greatest butlers. Mr. Belvedere, Alfred, Benson, Carson, Duckworth, Jeffrey, Igor. Igor was a butler, right? Jeeves, the character and the search engine, Cato, Lurch, Niles, Riffraff, Smithers, Virgil, Mrs. Garrett, Coleman, and now, Schmutler. Also, we are now taking applications to fill Schmutler's position. Applicants should fit it where they shit it. End transmission.
Wow, you didn't waste any time on that.
I love you.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, we weren't in a rush, but James he's part of the council.
Yep.
Li'l Chub Club, and dude, yeah, if they want to take the lead on it.
Yeah, if the council wants to fill that position, that's I think that's allowable.
I think so. Yeah.
I think we got to talk about that in the next council meeting.
We should definitely bring it up.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know. I don't know if people know there are high level meetings way up in the Li'l Chub Club. It's crazy.
It's where the decisions are made.
Oh man, we got the nuclear codes, everything.
All right, we have one more voicemail here. You ready?
Yeah.
This is, as per requested, from Chris. This is my 21 gun salute for Schmutler. For Schmutler. That was a gun right there.
I can't count them. He's one.
And that was a 21 absolute, I guess.
That was like 77.
Hit it. Where you shoot it.
Oh! Fuck guy's burping. The fuck guy's burping.
He can do anything.
What a tribute.
Holy shit.
21 fart salute. Wow. Fart. Thank you, fart guy.
Professor Farts.
Professor Farts. Viagra himself. Holy cow. Well, that's
such a beautiful tribute.
What a tribute. Yeah, and
Thank you.
Again, that's just the members of the Li'l Chub Club that had heard the news and already are reacting. And I'm sure we're going to have, I think there's going to be an outpouring of support. I think you're going to hear from more people.
Oh, yeah.
But that's it, man. If anybody's interested in paying their respects, this was tough, right? Chris came over here to help me out. And we wanted to contact Schmutler's family. And
anybody that maybe knew him, a friend, an old army buddy, I don't know, anything.
It's hard because he didn't have any belongings here, and honestly, Chris and I don't. I mean, I cannot remember his real name.
Yeah.
He's been Schmutler, and that was funny, but there's no documents, no paperwork.
There's no couldn't even find like a social security number, anything where we could find him.
I couldn't keep him in the studio, obviously, and but we couldn't go through proper channels because I don't know, man. The whole listen, we were talking earlier about a cemetery near me. Chris and I were thinking about going to check it out, and we figured we'd kill two birds with one stone, and we went to visit the grave of Dudley Moore.
Yeah, you told me just the other day that I should check it out. Just yesterday.
And I got emotional immediately.
Yeah, it really hits you in the heart.
And we paid our respects, and then we took Schmutler out of the trunk, and we just started digging, and we threw him in the piano with Dudley.
Schmutler was a small guy too.
Not as small. I mean, it was he's folded over a bit, but he's in there with Dudley Moore, who I assume he liked. Just seems like a butler would like Dudley Moore.
Yeah, it's natural.
And hey, if you want to pay your respects to Schmutler the butler, you can go to the grave of Dudley Moore and pay respects to both.
Yeah, I would have scratched his name in with my keys on the tombstone, right on the piano, but we just don't know it.
Yeah.
So sorry. Sorry.
But he's there, and we did the best we could. We were thinking as maybe one final tribute, just because we're not going to hear from him again. Schmutler would call him.
Not unless he becomes a kooky schmost. Schmost the ghost could pop up. I don't know.
Hey, crazier things have happened, right?
Yeah. But this is probably the last time you're going to hear from.
Yeah, we thought it might be nice to play the very first voicemail that Schmutler ever left for this show. You ready for this?
Yeah, you could hit me.
All right, here we go.
Hello, boys. This is Schmutler the butler, as you like to call me. I've been drinking. I do not appreciate the Schmutler that wanted to tell you for years. My name is Joffrey.
Joffrey!
Oh, Joffrey!
Fuck, that's...
Oh.
Joffrey.
Oh, like the Fresh Prince. Fuck.
Oh, fuck. Hey.
I feel real dumb, you know?
I'm not digging him up.
Hey, if you too want to leave a voicemail, you could call us at 781-763-7527. Let us know how you feel, how your life has been impacted by the death of Schmutler.
Yeah, you can send us a message. You can even send us a recorded audio message, slap@superliveadventure.com if you prefer to email us. Maybe if you're outside of the States, that's easier for some people. You can also send us snail mail, 536 Park Avenue, number 631. That's Scotch Plains, New Jersey, 07076. USA, baby. Yeah, we love hearing from you guys. Appreciate everybody who called and reached out. It's a tough time, but we're back. You cannot stop this podcast. Chris and I will continue to do the show.
No, we will stand for what we believe in, and that's this show.
We owe it to you guys. Until next time,
fit it where you shit it.